Do you know about the hidden diseases of aging? Well, these are conditions or changes in our body that happen over time, and they simply are a result of our body slowly progressing in age and not repairing as quickly. They can come in a form of high blood pressure or low blood pressure, in forms of diabetes, heart disease risks, or even things with cancer down the track as well. It might sound a bit scary hearing all this, but what can we do about it? First thing you started with is creating an awareness around it. Now, to build on this awareness, we want to check up on what you are doing or we are doing individually about it. So to start with, seeing your doctor or your physician and seeing them on a 1 to 2, 3 to 5 year basis for the different types of testing that are available. So to start with, if you're looking at our heart disease assessments or risks, generally they're going to start with every 2 or 3 years with a blood pressure test, and they will do this in line with a cholesterol every 3 to 5 years, and also every 2 years our heart disease testing will be done with a doctor as well. Other ones like our oral care or our skin care, they can be done on a yearly basis, and they'll sit on the outside of our body as well. Now, this information is all well and good, and we've got it, we know about it. The key is now to action it, because the biggest thing about information is it will help us steer away from these conditions we're talking about. But what test is used for what, you might be thinking? With our heart disease assessments or risks, so we're talking our cholesterol ones, our high blood pressure testing, and other ones that our doctors will be doing, they're going to revolve around things that will lead to things like angina, heart murmurs, heart failure, eventually stroke and heart attack, and even things like hypo and hypertension with our blood pressure. So that's what those testings are generally relate to. For diabetes or our blood sugar test, we'll probably end up using them together to find out if there's any risk of diabetes down the track. And our obvious ones like our skin testing will lead to skin cancer, and our dental probably something to do with our oral care as well. Now we have all this information, we recommend making some changes. The changes are to create a healthy lifestyle, and these changes are 4 fairly simple ones to start with. Quit smoking. Just get rid of those little items that are full of chemicals and toxins that just go into our body. Remove them from what you're doing. Second one is limit the amount of alcohol content that you consume. Now, we know it's fantastic to have alcohol as part of our lifestyle. Now, we're not saying to remove it completely, just moderate and reduce it accordingly. Third one, be physically active. I love this part. The more active you are, the better it is in the long term. The more you move, the more your machine is going to keep functioning. And our last one is the fuel we put in. So changing our diet or changing how our eating plan is. Now, simple things we can start with is cook more from scratch. So reduce the amount of processed foods we're consuming, eat a wide variety of foods, particularly in a plant-based foods. There's lots of colours, lots of there's a word, I've forgotten the word. If you have a good variety of those ones, they will start to add it to your dietary intake as well. Keep this information in the back of your mind when you go to see your doctor next, and organise 1 or 2 of these assessments.